Hello and welcome to BotBox Reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the Transformers Studio Series 102 Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. And this guy is just amazing in robot mode. I mean, just look at it. It just looks pretty much spot on. The only real differences between this and the movie CGI model would be these yellow pieces right here. I noticed in the movie these were gray. I actually prefer them actually yellow because it kind of resembles that G1 waist piece that he had, those little yellow spots. Anyhow, let's take a look at the details here. We'll start with his head. I mean, just look at the head sculpt. That is just spot on to the movie. Look at the face mask there, the eyes. You can actually see his pupils. If you look close enough, you can see the little pupils in there. Little sculpted in details. That's really cool. Little silver crest there at the top. Antennas here. And the chest looks pretty good too. No fake parts on this one. It's just the front of the truck. Waist here, mechanical details. Look real nice. Nice Autobot logos on the shoulders here. Smokestacks. Got some mechanical detail sculpted on the forearms here. Look like little gears. Hands here. Looking pretty cool. There's a kind of a back of a truck on the inside and on the back side of his arm, but it's got to go somewhere, so that's all right. And if they turn our attention to the waist here, like I said, they got the yellow spots here, and see the wheels tucked away in the midsection. The back is actually really cool. It looks just like he did more in the Bumblebee movie than Rise of the Beast. And then the legs here. The legs are kind of a little bland here. It's kind of flat, but that's alright. And then looks like we kind of got fake headlights for the knees. Or not headlights, tail lights they're supposed to be. We got some kind of little box thing right there. Wheels right here. Nice silver paint here on the shins and the knees here. And painted in wheels too. The front ones are also painted as well. So that ain't not too bad. And for articulation here, the head is on a ball joint so he can look up pretty well. Well, that far. Not as high as you would want a Prime to, but then if you start looking up too high, it's gonna may probably pop the ball joint. So don't want to do that. Don't want Prime losing his head. He can do a 360, wiggle around pretty good. The shoulders are kind of weird. They kind of go up, but then they hit his head just about. And that's due to the transformation hinge in there. It's kind of weird to have him pose where he's got his little cannon thing, which I'll show in a minute, and just fire with his shoulder up there. It looks kind of weird, but oh well. The arms are on a swivel here, and the elbow is double jointed. Although one of them is used for more transformation, but you do get a good range of articulation there. You can break his elbow if you want to. And then the wrist here, you can kind of go in and out with it. That's more for transformation. But then you do have a mushroom joint right there, so you have a swivel. And this is for transformation too, but he also does have an ab crunch. It does kind of look a little ugly back here, but from the front, it looks pretty good if you get it at certain angles. And he does have a waist joint, which is really nice. The legs are, when I first got this was kind of weird. You would think they would just be right here and pivot up, but they actually swing out like that. So they just kind of disconnect from his body, looks like. Kind of strange, but you do get really high kicks out of him, and knees can go a little past 90 degrees, which is really cool. Got some other mechanical detail in here. And then ankle tilt, which is really nice, almost 90 degrees, so you get really cool poses out of him. And as for his accessories, he comes with two, one being the better of the bunch, I think. His sword that he had in the movie. Nice painted detail here. It's just painted silver with cast in blue. For his next accessory, he's probably the worst. His little rinky-dinky cannon here that just plugs on his hand. I mean, it's sculpted really nice, but it's just so small. I mean, it's just like his hand just transformed instead of his whole arm, which you saw in the movie. Now to put on his accessories, we're going to start with his sword. You could either have him hold it like this, which I don't really want to do that because he puts his hand on this area right here, and that will definitely scratch the paint, so I wouldn't recommend that. What I would do is do what he does in the movie. Just you're gonna have to angle his hand down a little bit and use this, and he can have his arm blade. He can chop off Scourge's head. And for the little cannon here, just take his other arm and use this little panel here. That's for transformation. Fold the hand in, close it, and then you get the cannon, and you just plug it on, like so. Now he's all armed up. What I like to do is kind of unfold this little panel here to make it look like his arm is transformed with it. Make it a little bit more bulky, but that's what I like to do. You don't have to, that's just me. And we'll set him right here and get ready to do some comparisons. Here he is with Terracon Battle Trap. And for another Terracon comparison, here he is with Leader Class Scourge. And you can do some really cool poses with him. But the comparison I've always wanted to see was his true arch nemesis. This is the Leader Class concept art Bumblebee movie Megatron. I mean, look at this. These two together look so cool. They look just... Man, I wish we could have seen this Megatron in the movie. Now on to transformation. Just going to go ahead and take off the cannon and sword here. We'll set these off to the side. And since I already got the hand transform, might as well do the other side here. Just flip that open, fold it up, close it back. Next thing you're going to want to do is turn these 180 degrees like so. And then go ahead and open up these panels all the way. And now we're going to leave that for now. Next thing you're going to want to do is grab the chest pieces, fold these out like you're going to open the matrix, but there is no matrix, it's just hollow. And then fold the entire head assembly into that cavity. And then these slots right here will tab in right there. And now it's going to be looking like the actual truck. It's going to be split apart like that. You're going to want to go ahead and take the backpack piece and unclip it, which will clip in right there via this little hook right there. So just unclip that. Then you're going to want to take that ab crunch and fold it all the way down. Then you're going to want to angle the arms up for this. Turn it 180 degrees so the front is facing the back. So now you have this configuration. Now for the rest of the arms, you're going to want to take them like that, put them like that, and you're going to want to bring them back down so that it's shaped like this, like a C. And then take the arm and then do the usual G1 Optimus. And then these are going to snap in like so. And before you do that, you're going to want to fold this down per the instructions, and this little piece too if you want to. And then fold the little Autobot symbol down. What you're then going to want to do is fold out the front wheel, and then you have one side of the truck done. So now just do the same thing on this side. I'm going to show it to y'all again. Point it back, fold it down, and shove it in there. Tab that in, and fold the wheel out. And I forgot to do something. I always forget to do this. You don't really have to fold these down, but just because it's in the directions, I'll do it. I usually don't do it because most of the time I forget to do it. And where those little posts were on the back of the hands, they're going to tab in here and here. And you're just going to want to collapse it up and securely snap that in, and then you have the front of the truck. Oh, pull that down. Next up, what you're going to want to do is take these out to the side, and this is where it kind of gets a little iffy here. You're going to want to take the shin right here and pull it away from the leg like that, and then you're going to want to take this piece, fold that up, take the foot, turn it 90 degrees that way, and fold it inside the leg, and do the same thing on this side here. Get it out. Some of these get stuck sometimes. There we go. Okay, fold that up, fold that piece up and do the foot. And at this stage, you can take the sword and plug it onto one of these. I think it has to be this side, doesn't really matter. It's just gonna stay right there for truck mode. And this tab is going to snap in right there. It doesn't really hold that secure, but it at least stays in place. What you're then going to want to do is take the shin pieces, and they're going to line up so that this post is going to go into that hole there, and this little tab here is going to go into there. So you're going to want to line all that up together like that, and then just do the same thing on this side. And this is kind of the part where you would think they would have some kind of hinge or something. And I know this is what you hear every time you see a video of this, but if they could only collapse it or something, it would look a whole lot better. But anyways, you want to have these pegged into here. That post is going to go into that hole there, like so. And then flip out the fuel tanks. And for the last bit of weapon storage, you're just going to take the cannon. You're going to utilize these tabs here and here, doesn't matter which one, and you're gonna put it right there. And this is according to the directions. You can do it however you want. You could, oh well, I got it stuck now. There we go. You could put it on the other side. You get it facing forward. You can shoot into his back. I don't know how that would work, but anyways, make sure the fuel tanks have not folded in on themselves. And there you have the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime in truck mode. You can see where the Freightliner emblem would be, with the Autobot symbol. Kind of sculpted it. They kind of sculpted it in a little bit, at least the general shape of the emblem. My camera will focus. There, right there. Nice little brush guard here. And it's a little ugly with the big cylinders right there. But what are you going to do? They're a bunch of hinges. I kind of wish this was painted red. It's just kind of ugly. This is the flat gray surface at the top. I wish they was painted red or something. Kind of blend in a little bit. And then anyways, if we move to the side here, it gets kind of ugly. But you can have kind of, I don't know what this would be, but let's just ignore this since y'all have always heard this anyways. Fuel tanks here, look real nice. Wheels painted real good. He rolls really well too. I'll tell you, he does roll really well. Even though sometimes the back tire here will not roll. And the back, there's not much to be said at the back. But you don't really show the back side of the figures anyways, right? So, now for some vehicle mode comparisons. Here he is with Battle Trap. So here is a 18-wheeler versus a tow truck. And here he is with Leader Class Scourge. And these two could go up against each other. I wish they would have in their vehicle modes in the movie. Like we had that deleted scene where Scourge was going to get pushed through a brick wall by Optimus, and there was posters of him like this or whatever. I wish we could have got that more in the movie, but I digress. Here he is with concept art Megatron in tank mode. And here he is with concept art Megatron in jet mode. And that has been my review for Transformers Studio Series 102 Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. I really love this robot mode. And aside from the weird shoulder things up here, it's just pretty much perfect. Other than that, I mean, I just wish there was a little bit more detail on the thighs here. And I wish that the cannon was just bigger in general, you know. Like I said, you can just fold out the panels there like I did. Really love the head sculpt, the greebling details here. Articulation's fantastic, like I said, besides the shoulders. Sword's really nicely painted. And I think that's it, so make sure to like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more reviews coming soon. Comment down below what y'all think about this figure. And until next time, I'll see y'all later.